Hello and welcome to this 1 hour-ish Vinyasa flow class. We're going to be doing a ladder flow today, so as we go through the sequence we'll add on a few more poses and see how we get on. If you're a beginner, just make sure to listen to the cues and watch the screen so you can see what I'm doing. And if you have any injuries, obviously just be aware and careful with them. For example, if you have sore wrists, take breaks. You can have, instead of your hands planted on the floor flat, you can have them in fists. That can take away some strain on the wrists. And yeah, you might want 2 blocks and a belt. If you don't have them, that's fine. Instead of a belt, you can grab a jumper or something. And instead of blocks, you can use books or board games, whatever you have. Yeah, so if you're ready, we'll start by coming to a comfortable seated position. So you can be sat cross-legged or sat on your knees. Your hands can be placed onto your knees, facing up or down, whatever you prefer. And we'll just close down the eyes and start to notice the breath. How are you feeling today? Just breathing in and out through the nose, sitting up nice and tall. We're going to start off by doing some box breathing today. So part of our pranayama practice, which is to regulate our energy. So what we're going to do is inhale through the nose for 4 counts, hold for 4 counts, exhale for 4 counts, and then hold for 4 counts, and then repeat a few times. But don't worry about it because I'll talk you through it the whole way. So if you want to close down the eyes, and we'll start by taking a cleansing breath. So inhale through the nose and exhale through the mouth. And then we'll inhale, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4, exhale, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4, inhale, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4, exhale, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4, inhale, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4, exhale, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4. And then just keep going, taking the breath at your own pace. Last round. Nice, just finish your box breathing where you are. We'll start to warm up the body a little bit. So we'll start by warming up the neck. So if you drop your left ear to your left shoulder and take a little half head roll to the other side and then back the other way. And just take a few rounds of that. Your half head rolls, working through any bits of tension, any crunchy bits. And then we'll take some full circles. So as your head comes back, feel the nice stretch to the front of the throat. Don't crush the back of your neck. And come all the way forward and back. One more, and then we'll go back the other way. Nice, and just look left and right. And again. Inhale, look up. Exhale, look down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Nice. Inhale, bring your arms up. Exhale, drop your left hand to the mat and take a little side stretch. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale to stretch. Sorry if you can hear a cat meowing in the background. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, stretch. Nice. Inhale, hands to center. And we'll go the other way. Exhale to stretch. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, stretch. Nice. Inhale, come back to center. We'll take a little twist. So bringing your left hand to your left knee. Twist around to the left-hand side. And back to center. And round the other way. Nice. From here, we'll find a tabletop position. So hands firmly planted underneath the shoulders and knees under the hips. And we'll just take some circles around the wrists. So putting a little weight into the hands, going around one way, and then going the other way. Nice. And we can turn our palms over. Actually, bring your hands a bit closer if that's difficult. And start to pull your weight back just a tiny bit to get a nice stretch through the front of the wrists. Nice. You can turn them out to the side and shift left and right. Nice. Sit back on our toes, get the toe stretch going, and we'll just make some circles with the wrists going one way, and then the other way. And then we'll just flex and go like this with the wrists, and then go in and out. You can make a little wave, and then challenge yourself, see if you can go the other way. Feels a little awkward. And we'll just start to make some fists with our hands, bringing some heat into the forearms. And then go up, into the side, and then down, and all the way up again. And then bring them out in front of you and just go as fast as you can for a few seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice. Shake it out. Come back into your tabletop and tap the top of the feet out. You've been stretching them for a long time. Nice. From here, we'll just wake up the core a little bit. So lengthen your left leg out behind you and bring your right arm out in front, and then bring them both up. As you exhale, bring your knee to your elbow. And inhale to come forward and stretch. Exhale, knee to elbow. And stretch. Last time. And stretch. Nice. And let's swap sides. So the right leg comes back, the left arm comes forward, and then lift them both up. As you exhale, knee to elbow. And then stretch. Knee to elbow. And stretch. Last time. And stretch. Nice. From here, we'll take some cat-cows. So as you inhale, drop the belly and look forward. Exhale, round the spine, pushing into the floor. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Just take a few of those with your own breath. You can close your eyes if you want to. We'll take a bit of free movement, so do whatever you feel like you need to do to warm up the spine. So you can ripple backwards and forwards. You can make circles. You can look over one shoulder and the other way. Whatever feels good to you. Just take a few breaths here. Nice, and then come to stillness. Walk your hands out in front of you a little bit, and we'll tuck the toes under to come to our high plank position. From here, we're going to shift the hips back and come to our first downward facing dog of the day. So we can warm up our dogs a little bit by pedaling out the feet and doing whatever you want to do. You can come high onto the toes and down again, just warming up the backs of the legs and the spine. Nice. Come high onto the toes, shift your heels over to the right hand side, get a nice stretch down the left side of the body. and back to center and go the other way. So heels to the left. Take a nice twist. And then back to center. Nice. And then we'll find some stillness in our downward facing dog. From here, walk your feet towards your hands to the top of the mat. Toes together, heels slightly apart. We'll just roll up to stand. Nice. From here, we'll take our sun salutations. So we're going to take some Surya Namaskara A today, so sun salutation A. So let's start by just grounding down through the feet, standing up nice and tall. Toes are touching. You've got a bit of a gap between your heels. Your legs are nice and engaged. Tailbone is tucked under, so we're not standing with our bums out. Shoulders are away from the ears. Hands are nice and strong by the sides of the body. And we'll just close down the eyes and breathe here for a moment. Inhaling and exhaling through the nose. Nice, you can flutter open your eyes. And on your next inhale, we raise our hands up to the sky, palms to touch. If it's comfortable for your neck, you can look towards your thumbs. As you exhale, hinge forward, down towards the ground to a forward fold. Your fingers come in line with your toes. You shift the weight forward to the front of the feet. Relax the head down completely. Inhale to halfway lift. So we've got a nice flat back. Our gaze is slightly in front of us on the mat. And your hands can be on your shins, on your thighs, on the floor, whatever feels good, as long as you can have a flat back. Exhale, come back to that forward fold, so hands next to your feet. But this time we're going to bend the knees and step back into a high plank. So from here, your hands are pushing away into the floor. There's a cat coming. From your hands are pushing into the floor, your bum is tucked under, and you're making one nice straight line. Inhale, shift the weight forward slightly, and as you exhale, we'll drop our knees, our chin and our chest to the floor. Untuck the toes, and inhale, come forward to cobra, so the chest is lifted. Tuck the toes back under. As you exhale, come back to downward facing dog. So we'll have a few breaths here, just get our downward facing dog in the right place. So your feet are hip distance apart. Your knees can be bent if you like. The aim of the pose is to have a nice straight back. So if that means bending your knees a lot, that's totally cool. Your hands are pushing firmly into the ground, fingers spread nice and wide, your head is in line with your biceps. Hips are coming up towards the sky. Nice, one more breath here. On your next inhale, look to the top of the mat and step to the top of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift, nice flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, come all the way up to standing, arms up above you. Exhale, hands to heart center. Let's take that a couple more times. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, forward fold, plant the hands, step back to your high plank. Inhale, shift the weight forward. Exhale, drop your knees, chin and your chest to the floor. Untuck the toes. Inhale, cobra or bhujangasana. Tuck the toes back under and push back into downward facing dog. We'll just have a few breaths here again, so you've got some time to set your downward dog up correctly. Feet are hip distance apart. Spine is nice and straight, belly in. Hands spread nice and wide and they're shoulder width apart. Nice. On your next inhale, look to the top of the mat and you can step or jump to your flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, come all the way up to standing, arms up above your head. Exhale, hands to heart center. Let's take that one more time. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands, step back to high plank. Inhale, shift the weight forward. Exhale, drop your knees, chin and your chest to the floor. Untuck your toes, come up into cobra. Tuck your toes back under. Come back into downward facing dog. Nice, and we'll take 5 breaths here again. So your heels are drawing down towards the ground. Spine nice and long, knees can be bent if you prefer. Arms nice and strong, shoulders away from the ears. Last breath here. On your next inhale, look to the top of the mat, step or jump to find your halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, come all the way up to standing. Exhale, hands to heart center. Nice, hopefully you're feeling a bit warmer now, and we'll get going into our flow. So inhale, arms come above our heads again. Exhale, forward fold. This time we'll just plant our hands and step back directly to a high plank, and then push our hips up, downward facing dog. Okay, from our downward facing dog, on your next inhale, lift your right leg up, 3-legged dog. Hips are square, your right foot is facing the ground, or your right foot is pointing towards the ground. As you exhale, come forward and bring your right foot next to your right thumb, low lunge. Let's get a little bit of movement here, so you feel a nice stretch through your hip flexor. From here, plant the left hand on the floor and open the right arm up, easy twist. Should feel nice on your back. From here, bring the right arm down and we'll strengthen through the legs, catch our balance for high lunge. So arms are coming up above, bending into your front knee, shoulders away from the ears, back leg as straight as you can get it. Now we're going to cactus our arms with an exhale. So as you exhale, open the chest, cactus the arms. Inhale back to center. Do that 2 more times. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Nice. Drop your arms and straighten your legs or set up for pyramid pose. So your hips are facing the front of the short side of the mat. Your back foot is at a 40 to 60 degree angle, whatever feels most comfortable for you. If you're struggling to get your hips to face forward, you can wiggle your right foot out to the side ever so slightly. Your hands can either be on your hips, or they can be grabbing elbows behind you, or making a prayer position behind you. Okay, so as we inhale, we lengthen through the chest. As we exhale, we come forward with a nice straight spine. As low as you can, without rounding the spine. If you want to grab your blocks to make it easier for you, you can. Think about pulling the right hip back and the left hip forward. Nice, strong, straight legs. Nice. Last breath. On your next inhale, come all the way up to standing. We're going to hop our right foot back slightly, get ready for warrior 1. As you inhale, your arms come up above your head, palms to touch if it feels okay for your shoulders. Bending into your front knee, shoulders down away from the ears, and if it's comfortable for your neck, looking up towards your thumbs. Nice, can you get a little bit deeper? Nice. Exhale, bring your arms down, and then clasp your hands behind your back. Inhale, lengthen the chest. Exhale, drop the body down, humble warrior. Relax your head completely and allow your hands to come up over your shoulders. And think about tucking the right hip in. Nice. On your next inhale, come all the way up to standing. Then we're going to transfer our weight to the front leg and catch our knee at the top of the mat. Give your ankle a little roll going one way, and then circles going the other way. Nice. From here, we're going to step back into warrior 2. So our left leg comes out and long behind us, take a big step, and you want the edge of your foot to be parallel to the edge of the mat. Your hips are facing the long side of the mat. As you bend into your front knee, your weight stays as central as you can, and our arms come out to the side. Shoulders away from the ears, and look over to your right little finger. This is Warrior 2 or Virabhadrasana 2. With every breath, see if you can get a little bit deeper into your bent knee. Nice. Flip your back palm, frame the front foot. We'll take a vinyasa, so step back to high plank. Hi Zelda. Inhale, shift the weight forward. Exhale, drop the knees, chin and chest. Untuck the toes, inhale, cobra. Exhale, tuck the toes, downward facing dog. And we'll take 5 breaths here. If you need to take a child's pose at any time, you can. Just drop your knees to the floor, nice and wide, toes to touch, and you can come to a child's pose. One more breath. If you're in child's pose, meet us in downward facing dog. We'll take that sequence on the other side. So with your next inhale, lift your left leg up, 3-legged dog, foot is flexed. Exhale, left foot to left thumb, low lunge. We'll take a little bit of movement here to open up our hip flexor. Nice. And find stillness. Plant the right hand on the floor and open up the left arm. Easy twist. If it's comfortable for your neck, you can look up towards your hand or look forward or down, whatever you prefer. Nice. Bring your left arm down and round and we'll strengthen through the legs, ready for high lunge. As we inhale, we come up to standing, arms above our head. Nice, bending into the front knee. Back leg as straight as you can get it. Nice. With your exhale, we're going to cactus the arms again and open the chest. So exhale, cactus. Inhale, strengthen. Exhale, cactus. Inhale, center. Exhale, cactus. Inhale, center. Nice. Drop the arms, shorten the stance, ready for pyramid. So our right foot is at an angle. Hips are facing the front of the mat, the short side. And if you're finding it hard to keep your hips square, you can wiggle your left foot out to the side. Your arms can be grabbing your elbows or in a prayer behind you, or you can grab your blocks as well. As we inhale, we lengthen the chest and lengthen the spine. Exhale, folding forward, keeping a straight spine and straight legs. Think about tucking the left hip in and the right hip forward. Nice. Nice straight legs. You should feel a nice stretch through your hamstrings. On your next inhale, come all the way back up to standing. And we'll take a little step back with our right foot, getting ready for Warrior 1. So as we inhale, we bend through the front knee, arms come up above our head, palms to touch if it's accessible to your shoulders, and you can look towards your thumbs. Bending into your front knee. If you feel any pain in Warrior 1 in your ankle or your knee, think about pushing the weight into the outside edge of your back foot and into your big toe on your front foot. It really helps. Nice. On your exhale, drop your arms behind your back, clasp them. Inhale, lengthen the chest. Exhale, humble warrior. Your body is coming down towards the ground, head is relaxed. Try not to rest your body on your front leg. And think about tucking the left hip in. Last breath. Inhale, come all the way up to standing. We're going to catch our knee at the top of the mat. Woo. We'll make little circles with our foot, going one way and the other way. And then get ready to step back to Warrior 2. So our right foot comes all the way back towards the back of the mat. The outside of your foot lines up with the short side of the mat. As we bend into the front knee, or hips face the long side of the mat, arms come out to the sides. Take a little peek at your arms. Are they equal? Is one down, one up? And then we look to our left middle finger. With every exhale, see if you can bend a little bit deeper. Nice. From here, we flip the back palm, cartwheel the hands towards the ground, and get ready for a vinyasa. So step back to high plank. Inhale, shift the weight forward, either knees, chest, chin, or chaturanga. Upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Nice. Take a few breaths in your downward facing dog, or come into a child's pose, have a little rest. Nice. So we're going to take that sequence again, adding a few poses on as we go. So if you're in your child's pose, meet us back in your downward facing dog. On your next inhale, lift your right leg up, three-legged dog, foot is flexed. As you come forward, drop your right foot next to your right thumb, low lunge. Plant the left hand, open up, easy twist. Right arm is up to the sky, looking to your hand. Bring your right arm down to the floor, and this time we're going to twist towards our front leg, stretching our IT bands. You should get a nice stretch down your glutes, both sides. Nice. Inhale, come back to your low lunge, strengthening through the legs. Inhale, come up to high lunge. This time, as we cactus our arms, we're going to straighten our front leg as we do it. So cactus, exhale. Inhale. It's a good test for the balance. We'll do 2 more times. Inhale, high lunge. Cactus. Inhale. Nice. From here, drop the arms, step the foot in, and this time, instead of pyramid, we're going to do revolved triangles. So it's slightly different. So we'll start by setting up our hips again. So our hips are facing the short side of the mat. You can wiggle your right foot out slightly to make it a bit easier. And your back foot is at an angle. You might want to bring a block to the outside of your right foot for this pose. So when you're ready, right arm comes to your hip, left arm comes up. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, come all the way forward and keeping a nice straight spine again. When you can't go any further, bring your left hand to your block or to the floor. From here, we open up our chest to the right side. And you can, if it feels comfortable, open up your right arm and look towards your right hand. This is revolved triangle. Think about tucking in your right hip and bringing your left hip forward. Nice, last breath here. Exhale, bring your arms down. Inhale, come all the way up to standing. Well done. We'll hop our left foot back slightly, get ready for warrior 1 again. So as we inhale, we bend into the front leg. Arms come up above us, palms to touch if it's accessible to you. Don't forget to keep breathing in and out through the nose. Nice. Exhale, drop your hands behind you and clasp your hands behind your back. Inhale, lengthen through the chest. Exhale, come down for humble warrior. Head is relaxed. Right hip is tucked in, and we're not resting our body on our front leg. Inhale, come up to standing. And from here, we're going to transfer our weight to our front foot again and catch our knee at the top of the mat. Create little circles with your ankle going one way, and then going the other way. It's a good test for your balance, warming up the ankles. From here, we're going to come into warrior 3. So as you exhale, your left leg is going to come all the way back. You're going to bring your body forward. We're going to try and create a T shape. So your body is parallel to the ground, your back leg is nice and straight, your foot is flexed. Your palms can be at your heart center or out in front of you. Think about dropping your left hip. One more breath here. From here, with control, we're going to step back, get ready for warrior 2. So our back foot is lined up with the short side of the mat, hips are facing the long side of the mat. Exhale, bend into your front knee. Nice. Flip the back palm, circle your hands down towards the mat, step back, high plank. We'll take a vinyasa. So inhale, shift the weight forward. Exhale, knees, chest, shin, or chaturanga dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. We'll take a few breaths here. You can take a child's pose if you need. Have a look at your fingers. Are they spread nice and wide? And are your arms shoulder width apart? Last breath here. Nice. With your next inhale, lift your left leg up, three-legged dog. As you exhale, left foot to left thumb, low lunge. Plant the right hand down on the floor, open up, easy twist. From here, we're taking our IT stretch again. So we're twisting towards our front leg, left arm coming towards the back of the room. You should get a nice stretch down here. As you inhale, come back to your low lunge. Strengthen through the legs, come up to high lunge. Nice, we'll take those cactuses again. So as we cactus, we straighten the front leg, exhale. Inhale, high lunge. Exhale, cactus. Inhale, high lunge. Exhale, cactus. Last time, inhale, high lunge. Nice, drop the arms and step our foot in for a revolved triangle again. So hips are facing the short side of the mat. You can wiggle your left foot out slightly. My toes are about to get attacked by a cat. From here, left hand to left hip, right hand up. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, coming forward with a straight back. And you can't go any further. Your right hand is coming to the outside of your left foot or onto a block. As we inhale, we open up our chest to the left side. And if it feels comfortable for you, you can open up your left arm. You can also look towards your hand if you would like to. Shoulders are away from the ears. Think about tucking your left hip back and the right hip forward. Release the hands and inhale to come all the way back up to standing. We'll shuffle our right foot back again. We'll come into warrior one. So inhale, arms up, palms to touch. Nice, exhale, drop your hands, clasp them behind you. Inhale, lengthen the chest. Exhale, humble warrior. Relax your head down. Inhale, come all the way up to standing. We're going to transfer our weight to our front foot at the top of the mat, grabbing our right knee. Make some little circles with your ankle going one way and then the other way. From here, we're coming into warrior three. So your right leg is coming all the way back, nice and straight, and your body comes forward. You can also have your hand on blocks for balance. And think about dropping your right hip down and your foot is flexed. If you lose your balance, do not worry, it's normal. Wobbles are part of life. One more breath here. Well done. With control, we step back to warrior two. So take a nice big stance. Hips are facing the long side of the mat. Arms come out to the sides. Exhale. Sink deeper into your front knee. One more breath. Flip the back palm. Circle your hands down to the ground. Step back to high plank and take your vinyasa if you'd like to, or you can skip. So inhale, weight forward. Exhale, knees, chest, shin, or chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog, cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Remember to breathe in and out through the nose. We'll come into child's pose, take a little rest. Do what your body feels like it needs to do. Nice. If you're in down dog, see if you can get your heels a little bit closer to the ground. If you're in child's pose, come and meet us in downward facing dog, and we'll take our sequence through again. With your next inhale, we'll raise our right leg, three-legged dog. Come forward, right foot to right thumb, low lunge. Plant the left hand, open up to easy twist. From here, twist towards the front leg to our IT stretch. Inhale, come all the way around to face the other side of the mat, Skandasana on this side. If this is inaccessible for your legs, you can just come to a lunge to one side. We just want to focus on getting a stretch to the inner thigh. So if you're in Skandasana, see if you can get your heel to the floor. You can always sit on a block if that's not accessible to you, and use your elbow to open up your knee. Keep a nice straight spine. From here, plant the hands, plant both feet, and we're going to get ready to take a wide-legged forward fold. So come to stand. Feet are nice and wide apart. As you inhale, hands to our hips. Lengthen the chest. Exhale, fold all the way down. Hands to the floor. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold forward. And we're aiming to get the heels of our hands in line with the heels of our feet. This is Prasarita Padottanasana, variation A. Feel a nice stretch down the back of the hamstrings. Relax your head down completely. And bring the weight into the front of your feet. One more breath. Nice. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, hands to our hips. Inhale, come all the way to stand. Nice. From here, we're going to come to find a low lunge again at the front of the mat. So our right leg is forward. And with the inhale, we come up to high lunge. And let's take those cactuses again with a straight leg. Inhale, cactus. Exhale, high lunge. 2 more times. Nice. Drop the arms, and this time we can either take a revolved triangle again, like we did before, or if you'd like a little bit of a challenge, take a revolved half moon. So as we inhale, our weight comes forward, coming into almost like a warrior 3 position, but then our left hand is coming down in front of us and to the side. We're opening up to the other side of the room. You can use a block to help. Your back leg is nice and straight. Shoulders are open to the right side. And if you have your balance, you can look up to your right hand. From here, we're coming back to warrior 1. So take a nice wide stance. Your back foot is at an angle and your hips are facing the front of the mat. Inhale, arms up, palms to touch. Drop the arms, clasp the hands behind you. Inhale, exhale, humble warrior. Nice. Inhale, come all the way back up to standing and transfer the weight to our front foot. Make some circles with the ankle. And going the other way. Nice. From here, we're going to take a tree pose. So I'll face you. Opening up our left leg to the side of the room. Hips are nice and square. You can either keep your leg here or bring your foot to your calf or your inner thigh. Find your balance by using your focus or your drishti to focus on something still in the distance. That's going to help. And think about your foot and your leg pushing into each other to create a stable trunk for your tree. Hands to heart center. If you want to play with your balance, you can close your eyes for a second. Ooh. Bring your left knee into your chest again, and then we're coming back to warrior 3. Finding balance and stability. Drop your left hip down to the ground. Back leg is nice and straight. One more breath here. Nice. Step back to warrior 2. Woo. Nice, flip the back palm, circle the hands down to the ground, take your vinyasa, or you can skip it. Knees, chest, chin, or chaturanga. Exhale, inhale, upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog or child's pose. Nice straight spine, strong arms, strong legs. One more breath. Nice. On your next inhale, lift your left leg up to the sky, three-legged dog. Exhale, left foot to left thumb, low lunge. Plant the right hand down, open up to easy twist. Exhale, twist to your front leg, IT stretch. Nice. Inhale, come all the way around to the long side of the mat on the other side, Skandasana on the left leg. Hands can be at your heart center or on the ground. Nice. Plant the hands and the feet. I'm going to turn around to face you. I'm going to take our wide leg forward fold again, but this time a slightly different version. So inhale, hands to the hips, lengthen the spine. Exhale, fold all the way forward and use your peace fingers around your big toe to pull you down. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, fold down. Allow your elbows to come out to the side and your head to come down towards the ground. The weight is in the front of your feet. Nice. Can you go a little deeper? If you're finding it hard to grab your toes, widen the stance of your feet. Nice. Last breath. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, hands to the hips. Inhale, come all the way to stand. Well done. From here, come back to your low lunge at the front of your mat, so left leg is in the front. We'll come up to standing, and we're going to try and take our revolved moon on the other side again. Or you can take pyramid or revolved pyramid. If you're taking revolved half moon with me, we're going to bring the weight into the left foot and start by finding warrior 3. From here, the right hand is coming across to the left side. Your hand can stay on your hip. Your left hand can stay on your hip or open out to the side. And if it's comfortable for the neck, you can look up to your left hand. Shoulders are opening to the left-hand side. Nice. It's a tricky pose. Step back. We'll find our warrior 1. So our back foot is at an angle. Inhale, arms up. Palms a touch if it's accessible to you. Exhale, drop the hands, clasp them behind you. Inhale, lengthen the chest. Exhale, humble warrior. Inhale, come all the way to standing. Transfer our weight to the front of the mat. Catch your knee. Create little circles with your ankle going one way and then the other way. From here, we'll take our tree position. So start by opening your right leg out to the right-hand side. Your foot can either stay here or come to your calf or to your inner thigh. Find your balance by looking into the distance at something still and thinking about your foot and your leg pushing into each other. If you did it on the other side, play with your balance by closing your eyes. Nice, you can release your tree. Inhale, bring the right knee into your chest again, and we'll find our warrior 3. Right leg coming back. Drop your right hip towards the ground and keep your back leg nice and straight. Nice. With control, we step back to warrior 2, bending into the front knee. Flip the back palm, frame the front foot. Take your Vinyasa. Exhale, knees, chest, chin, or chaturanga dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Nice, well done guys. Going to come into our seated positions now. So look towards the front of the mat and walk your feet in towards your hands. And we'll just start by taking a ragdoll position. So you can hold on to your elbows, opposite elbows, allow the head to relax down. You can bend your knees if you like to, or keep them straight. Take a little swing here. This is ragdoll. From here, roll all the way up to standing, head and shoulders come up last. We're going to bring our feet just wider than hip distance and then turn the toes out and get ready for our malasana or a yogi squat. So inhale, arms to the sky. Exhale, sit down into your yogi squat. If you're finding this difficult, you can't get your heels on the ground, you can sit on a block to make this easier for you. And then we're going to use our elbows to help open out our knees. Nice. If you'd like to take this a bit further, you can take a little stretch with me. So your left hand comes to the ground, right arm up to the sky. If you'd like to go a bit further, your right arm comes behind your back and you reach around your knee for a bind. Your left hand is grabbing your right wrist. We're looking over our right shoulder. Nice, and release. From here, you can just gently plonk yourself down on the ground. We'll come into Baddha Konasana or butterfly. So bring the soles of your feet together, knees apart. If you're struggling with your knees or this hurts, you can rest on blocks under your knees. Okay, from here, we'll start by opening our feet like the pages of the book. Inhale, lengthen the spine, and as you come forward, on an exhale, your spine stays straight. If that means you don't come very far, that's absolutely fine. Just go as far as you can, keeping a straight spine. Shoulders are away from the ears. Keep breathing in and out through the nose. Nice. Inhale to come up to seated. From here, we're going to lengthen our right leg out in front of us. Maybe it's helpful if I come to the side. So the right leg out in front, left leg, foot is to your inner thigh. We're going to take Janu Shirsasana. So start by moving the glute muscles away from the bones. So you're sitting up nice and straight on your sitting bones. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold forward. If you want your belt here to help you come forward, then you can. And we're aiming to keep a nice straight spine. So inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, come forward. Using your hands to feel like you're pulling your foot apart to help you come forward. We're aiming for belly to thighs, chest to shin, and our gaze is at our big toe. So we're not rounding the spine like this. It's nice and open. The chest is open. With every exhale, can you get a little bit deeper into your stretch? Nice, and release. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, hands down. Next, bring the sole of your foot to the floor and then cross it over to the other side. You can take a little twist. So your left hand comes just next to your bum. Inhale, right arm up. Exhale, you can either hug the knee or you can hook your elbow to the outside of your knee. This is half Lord of the Fishes. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale to twist. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, twist. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist. And keeping your straight leg nice and active. Nice, and let's release. Take a little counter twist going the other way. Lovely. From here, we're going to take cow face. So stack your knees on top of each other. And you can either stay here with one leg straight out in front of you, or you can bend both knees. I'll face you. So stacking the knees on top of each other as best we can. Moving our bum out of the way so we can sit on our sitting bones nice and tall. Hands can either stay here on the knees or come to the ankles, or you can take a little stretch for the arms as well. So your right arm is coming up and behind you. Your hand is touching the middle of your back. And with your left arm, you're seeing if you can meet your fingers, getting a nice stretch for your shoulders. Inhale, sit up nice and tall. Exhale, fold forward with a straight spine. Last breath. Inhale, come out. Release the hands, release the legs, give them a little shake. Nice, and from here we're going to take a forward fold. So your legs are out nice and straight in front of you. You can grab your belt again around your feet if you would like. As we inhale, arms come up. Exhale, folding forward. Belly to thighs, chest to shins, looking at the big toes. Shoulders are away from the ears. With every exhale, can we get a little bit deeper into the stretch? Nice. Use your hands to pull you further towards your toes. Nice, and release. Inhale, arms come up, and then exhale, bring your arms down. From here, let's cross our legs, take our last vinyasa. So hands come forward, step back to high plank. Inhale, shift the weight forward. Exhale, knees, chest, chin, or chaturanga dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Nice. Inhale, look to the front of the mat, and then walk your feet towards your hands. This time, instead of ragdoll, we're going to take a different kind of stretch. So tuck your hands underneath your feet as far as you can go. You can bend your knees as much as you like to get there, or you can keep them as straight as you can. And from here, relax the head down, get a nice stretch through the hamstrings, and then you can use your toes to give your wrists a nice little massage. Can you straighten your knees any more? Nice. Release your hands. Roll all the way up to standing. And then we'll widen the stance of our feet and turn out our toes to get ready for Malasana again. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, sit down into our Malasana. Keeping a nice straight spine. Heels as close to the ground as you can get them. If you did it on the other side, take your bind going the other way. So your right arm comes down to the floor, left arm comes up. If you'd like to go further, your left arm comes behind you, your right arm comes around your knee, and you're reaching for your wrist, looking over your left shoulder. Nice, and release. From here, we can sit down again, bringing the soles of our feet together. We're going to take butterfly again, but a slightly different version this time. So start by opening your feet like the pages of a book. Inhale, sit up nice and tall. This time, as you exhale, you can round the spine, bringing your head as close to your toes as you can get it. You can also use your elbows to push your knees further away. Nice last breath here. Inhale, come all the way up to seated, and we'll lengthen our left leg out in front of us, and our right foot is to our inner thigh. Move the bum out the way, sit nice and tall on your sitting bones. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold forward. You can grab your belt if you'd like to, or you can grab your foot. Shoulders are away from the ears, elbows coming out towards the sides. Your chest is reaching for your shin, and your gaze is at your big toe. With every exhale, can you get a little bit deeper? Nice, and release. Inhale, come all the way up and drop your hands down to the side. The right sole of the foot comes to the floor, and then we cross it over to the outside of our left knee. Your right hand is coming just behind your right glute. Left arm comes up as you inhale. As you exhale, you can either hug your knee and twist towards the right, or you can hook your elbow over your knee. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist. Is your left foot nice and active still? Nice. And release. We'll take a little counter twist to the left side. And from here, we'll take cow face on the other side. So start by stacking your knees on top of each other. And then you can either stay there or bend the bottom leg as well. Hands can be to your knees, to your ankles, or your right arm can come up, left arm underneath, and we're reaching to touch hands behind you. Inhale, sit up nice and tall. Exhale, fold forward, keeping a straight spine. Inhale to release. You can release the arms, release the legs, give them a little shake. We'll take a forward fold again on the other side. So start by your legs coming out straight in front of you, move your muscles out the way of your bum, sit up nice and tall. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, forward fold, belly to thighs. You can have your toes around your peace fingers around your toes to help draw you forward. Shoulders are away from the ears, elbows are coming out to the sides. Nice, and release. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, arms down. Let's bend our knees and slowly come down to our backs. We're going to take 3 bridge poses. So start by just placing the soles of the feet on the floor, and your fingers should just be able to touch the backs of your heels. As we inhale, we tuck under our tailbone and roll all the way up to bridge. You can roll your shoulders under and clasp your hands underneath you to help you push your hips further up to the sky. Check your knees aren't flailing out. Feel like you're drawing your knees together. Nice. Untuck your shoulders and roll all the way down. And take some windscreen wipers to release our lower back. Nice, and let's do that again. If you would like to take wheel, you have wheel in your practice, you're very welcome to take it. If not, we'll all take bridge again. So make sure you can touch your heels with your fingers and your feet are hip distance apart. As we inhale, we roll the tailbone up, coming to bridge pose. We can roll the shoulders under and use our hands to push the floor away, help our hips get even higher. Last breath. Can your hips get higher? Nice. Release your shoulders if you had them tucked under and roll the body down vertebra by vertebrae. We'll take some windscreen wipers. Nice. We'll get ready for our third and final bridge. If you would like to take wheel, you're very welcome to. If you'd like to take wheel, your hands are coming next to your ears, so thumbs towards the ears. As you inhale, start by coming up to the crown of the head before pushing up fully into wheel. To come out of it, tuck your chin under and gently roll down. take your windshield wipers. Nice. Let's bring our knees into our chest. Take a little rock and roll either side. From here, we'll take a supine twist. So keep your right knee in towards your chest. Let the left leg come down towards the ground. Your right arm is coming out to the side if you have space, or into a cactus shape if you don't have much room. And with the left hand, you draw the right knee across the body, keeping the right shoulder on the floor. If your shoulder's coming up, back off with the knee a little bit. And you can look over your right shoulder. Nice. Coming back to center, bringing the right knee in towards the chest. Left knee in towards the chest. Take a little rock either side. And let's go to the other side. So left knee stays in, right leg comes out to the floor. Left arm to the ground, either straight or into a cactus. And then with the right knee, the right hand, your left knee is coming across the body, keeping the left shoulder on the floor. And then looking over to your left shoulder. Last breath here. And then slowly coming back to center. Nice, take a little rock with your knees into your chest. And then we'll take a happy baby. So your feet come up towards the sky, and then see if you can grab the outsides of your feet. Knees coming down towards your shoulders, and you could take a gentle rock through the spine, left and right. You can play with straightening one leg and then the other. Or you can just stay still, whatever feels good to you. Nice, and you can release your happy baby. Give yourself one last hug. Head towards your knees. And then release down to Shavasana. Find yourself a nice, comfortable lying position. So allow your feet to flop out to the sides and your hands up to the sky. Make sure your arms aren't touching your body. They should have a nice gap. Just notice your breath. Find stillness. Just thinking about our breath. Notice how your belly rises and falls as you inhale and exhale. Shavasana arguably is the most important asana or yoga pose in our practice. It teaches us to be calm and still. If your mind starts to wander, just bring it back to the breath. Notice how you're feeling emotionally. Do you feel different to when you started this class? Do you feel calmer, or do you feel more energized? Is your breath shallower or deeper than when you started this class? And slowly let's bring our awareness back into our bodies. Start to bring some movement into our fingers and toes. Making circles with the ankles and the wrists. We can move our head looking left to right. Let's take a big stretch. So arms come up above the head. Inhale. Exhale, release through the mouth. Let's do that again. You make some noise if you'd like to. Inhale. Big stretch. Exhale completely. Nice. From here, we can roll onto our right side, using our right arm as a little pillow. Keeping the eyes closed, slowly come up into a comfortable seated position. Your hands can be resting on your knees, either facing up or down, sitting up nice and tall. Let's bring our hands to our heart center, thumb to sternum. Let's bow our head towards our hands. Take a moment of gratitude for taking the time for yourself today to practice yoga. Gratitude for wherever you are right now. Gratitude for your favourite people in your life. But mostly gratitude for yourself, taking time for yourself to do something today. And when you're ready, you can gently lift the head, flutter open the eyes. May you have peace in your thoughts, peace in your words, peace in your heart. Namaste. Thank you so much for practicing yoga with me. I really appreciate it. I hope you enjoyed it. Any feedback is welcome, and I hope you have a wonderful day with whatever you have planned. So yeah, thanks so much and see you next time.